Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here?
Ooh, lucky bastard.
Are you being sarcastic or something, my son?
Fool, you should never mix your drinks.
What are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
That's your ass. Get a weapon collector class.
I could knock him out in the shed. Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you were here?
Right, everyone, a bit late tonight. I had some stuff to do, but I'm on now. Hopefully you can hear me and see me, and well, you can definitely see me, but yeah. All right, Zed. Right, Persia. All right, Top Hat Man. How are you? Yeah, do you like the new intro? That intro is basically so I can set up the live stream without having to do the shit I used to do. So I can play that 1 minute intro. And while that's doing it, I can set up the live stream because I can't actually set up the live stream till it's live, annoyingly. So yeah, fucking boiling hot. So yeah, how you lot been? You like smiling? Oh, by the way, Zed, I read the new story and I loved it. Very graphic. I just need to send you it back because I noticed there was, I think there's a word missing in one bit and possibly an accidental name change in one bit. But I'll message you. I didn't get time because I read it last night and then went to bed. Yeah, I enjoyed it. That's good. I liked the Pingu reference and the tactical pirate bit. Made me fucking piss myself laughing. That was great. All right, so let's do on Nick's Knives, Peter, Zach, CM Militaria, and Eramus. How are you all tonight? Something seems weird tonight. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm going to turn this light on. So excuse the noise it makes.
Bluetooth's ready. Waiting for device.
Yeah, same shit, different day. Exactly, Persia. Yeah, I've had a weird day today. I've had a weird, busy day, but not really doing much interesting, if you know what I mean. The most exciting thing I've done all day was watched 2 or 3 episodes of Staff Let's Flats about an hour ago or 2 hours ago. The last thing I did, I had to get the reason I'm late, I had to get in a load of fucking shopping, put that away, then clean up the kitchen, and then I was cleaning out a fucking water jug. And then when I looked, it was 9:25. So I still had to go to the toilet, brush my teeth, make a cup of coffee. So yeah. You right, Rich? So yeah. Apart from that, I was going to do some bottle cutting, but do you know what? I was really fucking tired today. Like, I don't know why. I had a nice lay-in, got up. After 3 hours, I had to go back to bed again for an hour. I couldn't stay awake. I sat here, like, falling asleep, like that. Ted said, okay, no problems. I read the bloody thing through more times than I can remember. Problem is, I can't really proofread your own stuff. Well, exactly, because you might accidentally fill in words that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll send you it back, and I'll highlight the little bits that I think need a little add on. It might be because you've sent me it once. Maybe the second time you sent me it wasn't one of the ones you'd redone, if you know what I mean. But it was good though. I really enjoyed it. And the fucking, yeah, what was it? Was it swashbuckling back in here? What was it? No, it wasn't that. It was another word for tactical, wasn't it? Something, yes. Something buccaneer made me piss myself. I thought that was great. And the fact that the main bloke was a complete cunt made it a lot more satisfying. We're on about Zed's new story. If you didn't know, Zed's been contributing stories to the Spyroverse, Tales from the Spyroverse, and he's just sent me another one. There you go. Look, there's the offer. You can buy this book if you. That's it. Strategic Buccaneer. I couldn't remember what it was. Yes. So if you can actually buy this if you want. Let me know if you want to buy a copy of this. I'll put the link in the description for you. Zack Attack says, "Sorry, it's me. It just adds to ching my name." Hello, Zack Attack. How you doing, mate? It's the same, but I'm knackered all the time. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I got up and I was all right for a couple of hours, and I was just fucking knackered, and I was falling asleep at the computer. Nick said, got a letter saying my PIP will be going up an extra 20 quid, so not bad. Also, just had a Mackey's. Not 10 yet, but I'm still allowed to say that. yeah, you're all right. You're right. It's early enough to still talk about food. Tactical said he's fat, he's round, he bounces on the ground. Tactical. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I read Zed's new story. It was very good. But I'm going to send it in back tonight with it was only 3 bits I saw. But yeah, the Pingu bit made me laugh. I'll be honest with you, I didn't think this one was as comedic as the other one. You know what I mean? The other one was a lot funnier. This one was more, but then the other one had more sort of references to things, didn't it? I think the other one was deliberately more funny. This one was deliberately more dark and gruesome, basically. James said you got long wart COVID. Fuck's I need choked on me and fucking just air then. Zed said, you don't think it was a bit too dark? No, I liked it. I thought it was perfect. No, that was ideal for me. You're gonna learn my tastes in horror, and yeah, there's not much that's too dark and nasty for me. I'll tell you, I loved it. I thought it was great. In fact, I could picture myself trying to make a film of it. You know, I did have a little think if I could film that, but the problem is to film that you would need some proper special effects to make it good. You'd need, you know, yeah. I liked it a lot, Zed. It was good. Art, how you doing, mate? So yeah, I ain't been up to much. Really. So we just have to talk about what we're going to talk about. All I've been doing is watching Staff Let's Flats tonight. I was going to watch a film, but by the time I decided to watch a film, it was going to run the same time as this fucking delivery was going to come. So I couldn't do it. These are for sale if anyone wants them. 4 quid each, I think it was, wasn't it? If I can get the fucking thing to focus. You can get the gist of it. But if it focuses, it'll show even better. I can never hold still enough to get it to fucking focus. Slingshot War's not been on. There's nothing to talk about with him. He has disappeared. He may be dead. I'll give up. Let me have this book in front of it. There you go. Focus almost straight away. Try to cover up the background is the main issue. I've just waxed those. I need to give them a little bit of polish. Let's little sew on morale patches. I get my leather art from eBay, and I'll be honest, it's quite expensive. I want to do a leather sheath for this, but to make a leather sheath for this, I'm gonna need at least 20 quid's worth of leather. I don't know if that sounds expensive to you, but you know, that's quite a lot. Look, put it this way: if I wanted to make a belt, because I think Zed mentioned making belts and selling them. Problem with eBay, it's all right if you can buy leather in bulk. It's cheaper, but I can't afford to buy it in bulk. But if you just bought a piece of leather about that long, about that wide, 3 mil thick, that would probably cost you going on 20 quid. You could go and buy a solid leather belt for probably half that, and it's already done. It's not economical for me. Yeah, I don't know where Slingshot is. Weirdly enough, I was going to message him tonight because he's not been on for a week. Anywhere, I don't think. He's not commented on any of my stuff anyway. So that torture bit is actually historical. The Irish did it to someone they really didn't like. Do you know what? When I was reading it, I did think I'd heard of that before. But do you know what I started thinking about Hellraiser? That was sign them with a Sharpie and charge a $5. But what, the book you mean? I can sign the books for you if you want. Oh, Mother, sorry, mate. Mother said, evening, I bought the Excalibur Assassin 420 TD. Right, let's have a look. Which one that is. Oh, that is a beast, isn't it? That's a lovely crossbow. And that's sort of recurve as well, isn't it? Like 2-part recurve. Very nice, mate. Very nice. Peter said I finished building my fallout shelter in my living room. Have you really been doing that? Yeah. I've got it all planned in my head. Are you joking? But I've got it all planned in my head. What I'll have to do if I have to do it. And I'll do it if I have to do it. You know what I mean? But... Oh, the patches. I get you. Tactical. Yeah. Dad said, Tactical Park, you might not like it so much when you read it. Nick said, forgot to remind you about those patches, actually. I said I wanted one that I could stick magnets on, put on my PC. I wanted one the exact same, but without the stitches. Oh, yes. Well, I'll tell you what, Nick, I haven't... Do remind me of that. I haven't got the leather yet anyway. When I've got the leather, when I get the leather for this, I'll get some extra. Because I ain't got no extra leather anyway. James said, if you want leather, you can get old bags from charity shops sometimes. And I don't mean a date for Tactical Park. The only problem with that, though, is often, because someone mentioned leather jackets before, the problem is they're nowhere near as thick as, they're not going to be like that thick. And unless it's sort of 3 mil thick, it don't really work for big sheaves. Even sofa leather. Sofa leather's just thick enough for making sort of pouches and stuff out of. But yeah, the stuff I use, that's the reason why it's so expensive, because it's actually 3 millimeters thick. But I know what you mean. For that would be good leather for certain projects, I think, but not for those. Unless you can get. Now, I don't think you would, because the problem is leather that thick, it's not sort of pliable. You can't really make bags out of it. You know what I mean? Art said, I ordered some off AliExpress. It's better than what I got on eBay. Not that I really know what I'm buying. Oh, what? Leather? Yeah, I looked on... eBay can be hit and miss with leather anyway. Depends where you're, you know, what you're getting. I've noticed some of the leather I get doesn't finish as well. But I did look on AliExpress and I still couldn't find any as cheap as I was hoping. Yeah. It's a nightmare. To get thick leather, you have to pay for it, really. Peter said, no, lol, but I'm thinking about how I'd do it, same as you. Get it done in your head, and at least you've got a little bit of a head start if you've already got the idea of what you're doing. You know what I mean? Because you don't know, you may have to do it, but the problem is, though, unless you do it way... Oh, old boots, James. Now, that would be the way to go. Old boots would be... You probably would get thick enough leather on boots to do stuff like that and sort of slingshot pouches and stuff like that. Yeah, you're right. Boots would be. Even boots would probably be thinner than that. But I know that, but that'd probably be about 2 mil, 2.5 mil. So yeah, that would be good for them, I think. But bags and leather jackets, they're quite thin because they've got to be sort of pliable. They're more like this kind of leather. They're more like this kind of stuff that's very sort of pliable and, you know, like a cloth almost, but you know, that wouldn't be thick enough for a knife sheath or a badge. Right. So I'm not sure the non-author signing books is much added value, to be honest. Well, I don't know. I've got my... I'm the publisher, aren't I? So I know what you mean there. Darren, you're right, Darren. How you doing, mate? He said, how you doing today? Sorry I'm on late. I've been watching Band of Brothers. How nice one. I've never seen that. Never seen it. I know of it, though. Don't forget, Zed, I'm a celebrity. I can sign this. Get to put some, you know. So do you want veg tan, though? Yeah, that's all of the leather I get is veg tan leather. Yeah. Yeah. Flazzy, how you doing, mate? And he said, where the fuck's my melon smashing? What did you donate tonight? Never popped up. Nothing popped up. There's a lot of flash out whose kids eat the stuff, but do you know what? That never came up. Thank you, though. Bloody hell. Thank you very much. Glad you said it. Never popped up for me. Thank you very much, Fladgy. Here is your melon then. Thank you, Fladgy. I appreciate that. Actually, with Lord Flashout's donation last night and your donation, that's enough for the leather now. I'll buy that tonight. Thank you, mate. Peter said, to be honest, though, if it all went off, I'd be toast anyway because I'm near the MOD base on Salisbury Plain. Yeah, that's the problem. If you're too close, you ain't got a fucking chance anyway, have you, sadly? That'd be really fucking frustrating. You'd be better off trying to do a runner sort of thing. Gundam said, well, mate, you need to see Band of Brothers. Yeah, I've never ever seen it. I know of it and I know it's good, but I've never ever seen it. Yeah. Never got around to watching it yet. It's something I probably would one day, though. That's it anyway. I'm not signing anything, especially anything that might get me put in a madhouse. You can sign it Z, not Z. You don't have to put your name on there. Darren said, Mike, guess which actor is in it, weirdly enough. Sean Pertwee. Tom Hardy. One of them two. Who was we on about last night? Sean Pertwee, Sean Pertwee, Tom Hardy. I don't know. Who else were we talking about? One of them two. James, I'm sure Tactical Pirate can find you some old boots. He thinks Pat Butcher is hot stuff. Oh, fuck's sake. Right. I've waxed this handle again. I need to give it a quick wipe. Oh, Simon Pegg's in it. Ah.
Pisshead.
That was relevant. He's in that clip. Sing, how you doing, mate? You all right? He said, in today's Sun newspaper, there was a leaflet, Sun Bingo sitter, £50 inside. I opened it and got £20. Oh, that's fucking good. So, yeah, you got some actual money out of the newspaper. Nice. I used to like them kind of things. I used to like the old Walker's crisp packet ones when I was at school. It was great when you'd get either a free packet of crisps or occasionally a fucking £5 note in it. Yeah. Towns said, don't diss Pat. She can do some tricks with the budgie swings. Fucking hell. Thing that cracks me up is in EastEnders, in her actual true timeline in EastEnders, she was a prostitute. You know, how much money would she have been earning? She was probably the only prostitute going that was on the dole as well. Actually, it probably all were. Fuck's sake. Dan said that'll definitely be in next Friday. Yes, exactly. Pat's bingo wings could feed Ethiopia. I wonder if there has been any cannibals ever done that, and what was the best bit. You have to look it up. There probably is a cannibal who has actually admitted what the best part of the body was. Got one more minute before you have to stop talking about food. Nick said, I remember finding a tenner in a packet of crisps, cheese and onion crisps when I was a kid. Absolutely fucking made up I was. Yes, I always used to buy cheese and onion as well. I used to eat at school. I used to eat the same thing every single day. I would get a Snicker and a packet of cheese and onion crisps for the first break. I wouldn't have had any breakfast. Never used to have breakfast. But the first one I ate was at the first break. This was secondary school. Cheese and onion crisps and a Snicker, and then after I'd been out and had my fag and that at lunchtime break, chips and beans. Yeah, chips and beans. That's, I don't know, look at the one Rooney slept with. Well, exactly. James said, Pat gets her arms chewed off by an Ethiopian. Not really EastEnders material. Do you know what? I wasn't even thinking about the poor Ethiopians. Fuck's sake. Oh, God, that must be terrible. Dan said, I sent straws to Ethiopia. They sent me a letter back saying thanks for the leg warmers. Fuck's sake. Oh God. Sausages said, "Can you bend over and take?" Sadly, no, I can't. I can't. That wasn't even a good one. Sausages. Fuck's sake. Right. Nick said our school dinners were fucking banging till the Lispy twat Jamie Oliver fucked it all. I can still taste those cheese pasta bakes. Luckily, I'd left school by then, but yes, I still complain that I want my turkey Twizzlers back. And they bought the fucking things back, and they was fucking disgusting now. Disgusting. James said, Hugh Grant was married to Liz Hurley and he shagged a Compton hooker. The world is upside down. Yeah, bizarre, isn't it? Absolutely bizarre. What was her name? Divine Brown. Yeah, Divine Brown. See, I know a little bit more than I should about prostitutes. Divine Brown was her name on it. I'm sure it was. That sounded wrong, by the way, didn't it? Yeah, must be something wrong with Hugh Grant, I reckon. But there obviously is, to be honest. Dan said, "What do you call two nuns in a cucumber field?" Don't know. Dad said the sausages, don't know, but he could fill your cavity. Clancy said, "What Jamie Oliver did to Iron Brew should never be forgiven." Did he do something to Iron Brew as well? I'll be totally honest with you. I think Jamie Oliver's a fucking idiot. And he has stuck his nose in a lot of shit that don't need, there's nothing to fucking do with him and didn't need to be. Yeah, bizarre freak show he is. Tax with Liz Hurley is hot, but maybe she only put out on his birthday. Maybe. Nick said he's a cunt that got the sugar tax brought in it. Was it him as well? There you go, even more. Well, one very satisfying thing I did hear was he said this. I was listening to the radio when I was in the shed, and some fucking interview came out of him. And normally I would turn it over, but it must have just been a little clip because normally as soon as I hear him, I turn it over. But he said, and it cracked me up, and I thought, good, you fucking deserve it. He said, even to this day, he will get women and mothers come up to him, spit at him, and call him a cunt for what he did to turkey Twizzlers and kids, dinners. And I actually thought, well, good. Should have stuck your fucking nose out of it, shouldn't you? Jamie said, if they introduced an IQ tax, Parliament would be empty in a fortnight. Exactly, mate. Right, hang on. What do you call two nuns in a cucumber field? Innocent. Oh, fuck's sake. I wondered why you've written innocent just randomly. What you lot been at today, then? As I say, I haven't been doing anything. I've been boring all day today for me. The most exciting thing I did all day was watch 2 episodes of Staff Let's Flats, which I genuinely really fucking love it, actually. I ain't watched it all yet, though, and I've not seen it before either. Things that I hate cooking shows, they teach you fuck all if you're going to have all those ingredients at home to just make you hungry. Exactly. I can't watch anything Jamie Oliver, never have been able to. There you go. You like big Bowie knives. Nick said, in all seriousness, school dinners went so downhill for kids like me when he did it. Basically, Areas like mine didn't have the funding to get the good stuff that complied with the new rules. Yeah, I bet that made it a cunt, in all honesty. And in all honesty, what people like Jamie Oliver don't realise is, as you say, that there's money issues, aren't there? And there's money issues all round. The schools can't afford it. But if they've got to start spending more money on food, they're going to start charging the fucking kids more. And parents can't afford to be giving their kids more fucking money for fucking food they should probably be getting for fucking nothing anyway. Sam said, stuck inside with a fucking migraine. Have you? Oh, really? That's a shame. Sam, I hope that fucks off for you, mate, because, yeah, that ain't pleasant. Iron Man said, I've been edging. I haven't got the energy to knock one out. Fuck's sake. That's way too much information, Iron Man. There you go. That was the noise Iron Man was making earlier. Not I would know, I'm just guessing. Speaking of cucumbers, I never forgot a couple at the local pub telling me they hollow a cucumber out and the guy wears it during sex. 30 years ago, I've never forgotten that. Fucking hell. That said, Michael, I was talking to a mate today about that fella that used to leave packets of smokes near the tunnel. What was his name? I couldn't remember. Chaddy, yeah, Chaddy. Well, I assume we don't know if it was Chaddy, but we all blamed. Chaddy was the one who always got blamed for being the local bummer, the local child, like pedo. Dad said, been a lazy twat all day, watching Band of Brothers. Singh said, that is the maddest boy I've seen. Imagine pulling that out in a fight. The other guy shit themselves. It's good, ain't it? It's good. I did. That's partly what I wanted the effect to be. I fucking love it as well. Nick said, "Hi man, I think you're in the wrong chat. Slingshot isn't on yet." Landini, how you doing, mate? You alright? Nice to see you on. He's how's it going, Mike? Long time no chat. Exactly. Yeah. I hope all's been good. I know you said you've been sort of changed your, kids go to school, you're working nights now, aren't you? And don't worry about your mod being took off. I've taken my older mods. There's only 2 mods now, I think. Well, 2 regular mods. I thought it'd be easier. Foxy, how you doing? You alright? Iron Man said, Mike, do you still have any DIY rations? I have. In fact, just under this PC in a box is a box of 24-hour rations. There's a couple in the shed, or in the Wendy house. And I'm going to make some 1 week rations soon, because I think if I did it right, they'll be very bare minimum rations, but they'd be good enough for, shit at the fan where you're just sitting about doing nothing sort of thing, like emergency rations, you know what I mean? I reckon I could make a week's worth in a box about maybe that big, about that fat, not very big at all. That big as a shoebox. I reckon I could do a week's worth in one of them if it was done right. It'd all have to be dried though, because that's the thing. When it's ready to eat, because the thing is, I see it as you're going to have to get water anyway. So why not have all dried stuff? I mean, you can't eat it straight away, but you're going to have to get water anyway, ain't you? It was just rumours, Zed. I don't know if any of these things actually ever happened, but Foxy said, Sam, take some painkillers. I don't have a migraine anymore. I'll play my guitar for you, Sam. Said, are you going to film the ration making? Well, I have got some videos on there. All right, Lord Flasher, how you doing, mate? I have got a couple of videos on doing rations. I may have more than one. But the 1 week rations I will definitely film, and then I'm going to live off them for a week. So sometime in the summer, I'm going to do a sort of simulated week survival living out of a bug out bag, and some of the stuff I'd have in a bug out bag, bug out situation, survival situation. So I'd probably have an air rifle with me, and then I'll simulate hunting. Well, I won't actually do any hunting because you know, I ain't really got anywhere to do it. But you'll see what I mean when I do it. I can simulate hunting, and and that way with I can go out in the day, and I can do a bit of simulated hunting, and then if I catch it, I can, you know, if I shoot something, I can add an extra bit of meat. Yeah, just get a bit of chicken, and I can add that to my rations that day as to simulate I caught a bird or I shot a bird or something. You know what I mean? But you'll see it when it's all done. That'll be sometime in the summer, I think. Tactical said, often overlooked addition to MREs is dumpling mix. Uses only water, can fill your belly when added to anything. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, a very good point. Very good point. Darren said, forgot to ask, Mike, do you still have a Colt 1911? Yes, it's there. Yeah. Just got to write something down quickly. Everyone's suddenly gone all quiet. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Do that in the summer. Foxy said, Mike, are they crossbows on the static? They are. They are. I've been so the three sort of little carbine ones down the end are quite new, so they've been left out. And then the other two closest this side, I had to get out recently to use them. Iron Man said, I reckon you need at least 700 calories, and 2 liters of water a day. Yeah, because you're right. I'll be honest with you. And I thank you for saying that, because a lot of people don't understand that. It depends what you're doing. It really depends what you're doing. But let's say sort of as I say, shit, like a survival situation where you're sat in your house or something, not doing anything, like a sort of, you know, war survival type situation. You're not doing anything, so you can eat and drink the absolutely bare minimum. You know what I mean? Because you're not doing anything. In fact, you could probably go a whole day without eating anything. It's not going to affect you. But I think what people forget is they're judging calories on basically not losing weight, keeping a lot of energy, and some people even judge it on marching with a bag. That's not the case. You could sit in your house. If you're sat in your house or sat in a tent doing nothing all day, you don't need to eat hardly anything, really. You know what I mean? You are going to lose weight, but you're just surviving. Yeah. It depends what you're doing. It depends what you're doing. But if you're sat about doing nothing, or right, a classic example is watch that fucking bloke Les Stroud. The only thing I ever learned from Les Stroud was, in a survival situation, you can go 3 days without eating anything. All you need is water. You don't need to eat anything. So, you know, you know what I mean? You do need to eat, but you know, you don't need to eat a lot. You know what I mean? If you're doing fucking nothing, which Les Stroud used to do. Les Stroud used to do these. Is it Les Stroud? He used to do, I'm stranded on I'm stranded. I've been stranded on an island in a plane, and he'd go and get some water, and then he'd catch a rat, and all he'd eat is the rat in the 3 days. And as long as he had enough water, that's all he needed. You know what I mean? Obviously, you do need to eat if it's longer than a couple of days, but you know what I mean? But completely depending on the situation of what you're doing, I think it does vary what you need to eat. But army rations are a lot. What's army rations? They're like 2,500, 3,000 calories. You know, because they're carrying stuff, you know, and they're doing stuff. If you're just sat in the woods in a tent, not doing anything or whatever, you know what I mean? I'm sure you don't know what I mean. Oh man, so 700 calories is a tin of corned beef. But you know, because what it is, like Zed said, the 1,500 calories, but that would be you'll be going to work and that, wouldn't you? And you know, you're doing things. If it depending on what you're doing, if you're not doing fuck all, you could get away with hardly any calories, really. West Yorkshire said, told her to ask Mike about the crossbows. Nick said, Les Stroud is great. He did what Bear Grylls did, but actually doing it for real. Exactly. Yeah. I've never watched a lot of Les Stroud, but when I used to watch Les Stroud stuff, I did used to think what he proves there is you don't have to eat fuck all. You know, and so if the survival situation isn't very long, and if you're only surviving, you know, I mean, I don't need to explain this to everyone. That's the trouble is, if it's cold, you need calories to warm up as they burn them off shivering. Well, there you go. That's what I mean, though. Just different situations, it depends. But, you know. But I think it's good having a backup of bare minimum rations, and then you can add to it yourself, can't you? Yeah, what is your picture, Foxy? I can't really see it. Rex, bag update video. I'll do that. How you doing, Rex? Who else was on? Rex, Be Happy and Blex and Dead Inside. How you doing? You right? But you know, you lot may not agree with me with the bare minimum calories thing, but I think it depends what you're doing. It, you know, and but a lot of situations you definitely won't be needing the same cal. I think unless you're hiking with loads of fucking gear for a long time, you're not going to need the same calories a soldier needs, who is doing exactly that. You know what I mean? Zed said, you won't just be sitting in the tent there. You'll be getting water, looking hunting for food to help your rations. Well, that's what I mean. But you'd have 700 calories a day with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is, as I say, it depends what you're doing because, you know, there's so many different situations. But yeah, as I say, we don't all have to agree with this. But I definitely don't, because I've had people say to me, you need 2,500 calories a day, bare minimum. I don't think you do. That's because that's soldiers' rations. And they're doing a completely different thing that most people would be doing. Because, again, it depends how long you're bugging out for. You might only be bugging out for a week, so, you know, I don't know. Mark 4 said they have candy bar size rations that are good for a few days. Tactical said, no, you're spot on, mate. Just added a few bits of knowledge on there. Nick said, yeah, if you're not doing anything, all you need is maintenance calories. But yeah, it depends what you're doing, really, don't you? It depends what you're doing. Darren said, did you get my message? Where did you send it, Darren? I'll have a look if you let me know where you sent it. Iron Man said, I'm overweight, so I can get away with 700 a day. If you're skinny, you will need 2,000 to stay healthy. Sting said 800 calories a day is recommended to reverse type 2 diabetes and lose weight by GPs. Well, there you go. You know, you can live on. As I say, I'm not going to keep saying it, but it depends what you're doing, doesn't it? Because there are a lot of different survival situations. One of them could be you're stuck in your house in some kind of war zone, can't get out. You know, you wouldn't hardly need any calories in that case. You know what I mean? Or whatever. I don't know. Tactical said, if shit in the fan, you'll find me near brewery or crisp factory. Zed said, I tried crash diet once. I buggered it up. I only ate 1,000 calories. That was for women. I should have been eating 1,500 calories. No wonder I felt fucking ill. MTB said, where's the best place to get crossbows nowadays? Well, funny thing is, I was asked that by someone the other day, and I said Merlin Archery. But the problem is, a lot of places are completely fucking sold out of crossbows at the minute, unless they're really, really, really expensive ones. So let me just look a minute. So Prepper's Shop do crossbows. Prepper's Shop, Merlin Archery. Who else does them? Prepper's Shop, Merlin Archery, and there's another place. I don't know, but the problem is, I've noticed a lot of places don't have them in. Don't have them in. Dan said, ask you if you would ever sell your cult. I wouldn't anyway, because I can't legally sell you it anyway. I can't actually legally sell you it. Yeah. I don't think I can even legally sell you it anyway. But I wouldn't anyway, because I'd have nothing to put back up there. It'd be a gap there then. Yeah, what do you know? What kind of crossbow you want, MTB? And I can let you know. Everyone's being quiet again. Is everyone liking the stream? Black said, nice couch, thank you. It's actually a crossbow shelf. Oh, you carry a 1911 every day, do you? Number 4, nice one. Dan said, do you have any idea where I can get one? Have a look on fuck, what's it called? Battle orders. Let me look for you. And also, Pell Packs might do them. No, you won't be. I don't think. Oh no, you might be able to buy one now. No, the issues with those are, no, you won't be able to buy one. That's partly why I can't legally sell you it. Is the reason you wouldn't be able to buy one. To buy one of those replica 1911s, don't you need a VCR exemption thing or whatever fuck it's called? That's why I can't legally sell you it. Because I'm only allowed to own it. Same with my DX, right? I can own those DX, but I can't sell them and I can't give them away to anyone. Same as some of those pistols. I can't sell them and I can't give them away. That's the laughable thing. I can't even give that to someone. I can if I get it reactivated to a new spec though. But it would cost me 110 quid each gun. There's a sodding bloody bastard bubble of keyboards getting worse. I have to get a new one. Fucking shoulders hurting today. MTB said I got a budget of 250 quid. But do you want a compound crossbow or do you want a recurve crossbow? Black said you should open a museum. Do you know what? If I did open a museum, if I did open this up as a museum, there would be some things I could have again. I'd be able to have flick knives, knuckle dusters, stuff like that, if you could get them. Because the problem is getting them. You wouldn't be able to get them now. But you'd be able to own them then. Singh said, people fast for a couple of days on a diet. I can't remember the name of it. They just drink water. I think that Philip Schofield does. I know what you're talking about. I don't know the actual thing, but I know what you're talking about there, Singh. That's what I mean. You can go a whole day without eating. Yeah. As I say, that it really just depends what you're doing, though, doesn't it? Anthony, how you doing, mate? You all right? No, because I'm not allowed to sell it to you. I'm not allowed to give it you, and I'm not allowed to. Or that would be to give it in you. I'm not allowed to swap it. That was to Z. I got a £6 one from B&M Bargains. Better than the one that was 3 times the price. What's that? Oh, keyboard. Zed said the thing. Philip Schofield does it as hardly a recommendation, to be honest. I don't think that's what you're saying anyway, but I know what you mean. Foxy said, I have drunk or haven't drunk. You haven't drunk Diet Coke for 2 years. Yeah, I wish my mum would stop drinking Coke. She does drink Diet Coke at least now, but she won't stop. She don't want to. That's, it was hard enough her drinking Diet Coke. I'm lucky I don't drink nothing like that. Nick said, if you do the whole museum thing, would it be legal for you to make dusters again? Or would that be considered manufacturing? Yeah, I don't know. I did think about that because I suppose technically they could be made for the museum and made, but I don't really know. I'll tell you what, Nick, that one for me has always been a grey area. But as far as I'm aware, if you look up manufacturing, part of manufacturing is selling it. So if you're not making something for sale, it may not be manufacturing, but I may be wrong about that. Ollie said, hey mate, do any of those crossbows fold down to a smaller size? See those two there, these two, they take apart really small. I'll show you if you want. Well, I think this one's tight as fuck. I can't remember. I'll get this out now. That one goes down pretty small. Yeah, I really only drink water, Foxy. Water and 3 cups of coffee a day. Dead Inside said the museum does sound like a great idea. Would donate. I'm gonna keep researching it and having a look, see what could be done. You know what I mean? Tactical said I'm on the caffeine-free Pepsi tonight. Maybe do a late stream. Just the extra bit in it. All right, let me know. I'll come on. I won't come on camera, but I'll come in the chat. Irishman said the only nice Diet Cola was Tab back in the 80s. Mark 4 said no, but it's not a real 1911 and you can't even give it away. Yeah, just they changed some laws with replicas. They'd done these stupid things with replicas for some reason. If that was an airsoft gun or a air pistol or a modern DIAC, I could. But because it's a replica, I can't. West Yorkshire Sand, if you had a budget to buy a 2.2 air rifle, but you have no idea how or can I get around that problem? The only thing I can really think of, Sam, is getting someone else who's got a driving license or birth, or whatever to buy it for you. So you just say to them, can you buy it? Because I've had to do that for people before. Because are you not on the electoral register either? Sometimes the electoral register is good enough. Because I used to have a lot of issues buying stuff because I'm not on the electoral register. So it's actually reasonably hard to find me if you search for me. Yeah. But then I've got a driving license. So Ollie said, how much did that one cost? That one cost about 150 quid, I think. Foxy said, not even had chocolate for 2 years. I've Slim Shakes now. It's dead. Where am I? You try Gun. Yeah, Gun Mart. Yeah, Gun Mart. Number 4 said that's called a straw purchase and illegal here in America. I didn't know that. Yeah, because it's the thing he's buying doesn't need a license, so it's not really an issue. Do you know what I mean? It'd be like someone buying a microwave for you. Do you know what I mean? Or buying, I suppose, beer for you, but you'd be over the age anyway. Sam said, no passport, no driving license, no electoral roll system. Do you not know anyone who has? Because that's, yeah, the only way I can really think of is asking someone you know who's got a license and that. Not a license. When I say a license, I don't mean a gun license, by the way, anyone watching. What I meant by license, I mean a driving license, which is ID. But Sam's issue is he doesn't drive. Like me, he's not got a passport and he's not on the electoral register. So he can't prove his age. And that's the difficult thing. Some people don't even have birth certificate or don't have a birth certificate with a picture on it. Or whatever. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, Sam, is getting someone you know who's got some form of ID and asking them to buy you it and then giving you it. I was the same as that, Sam, till I got a driving license. But I'm not on the electoral register and I don't have a passport either. Ollie said might be able to use a provisional license. You might be, and I don't think you can, because I'll tell you what, you might be able to, Ollie, I'm not sure, but some places won't even accept an out-of-date license. I think most websites would, though. To be honest, they're all weird. They make me laugh with this prove ID to buy a knife or whatever, or buy an air rifle. Yeah, the actual time when they're actually supposed to get ID, which is when they give you it at the door, they don't bother. Because that's actually that's a fucking law in this country that if you buy knives and air guns, you're supposed to show ID at the door to the person giving it you, not the fucking website. They changed the laws for that, and then the person who fucking sent me essentially the blank for this dropped the fucking box on the door, fucked off before I even opened it. I don't really care, but it's just, why make these fucking laws when no fucker's going to pay attention? No, I don't think anyone does it. In all the times I've bought air rifles and all that and knives, I've never ever had to show ID at the door to anyone. You know, the only time I've ever had to show, well, I didn't even have to show ID. The only time I've ever had to prove my age was when someone bought some fucking cigarettes and got them delivered by like one of these Uber Eats type thing, delivery type places, and I had to type in the thing that I was over 18 or 21, whatever the fuck it was. Tactical, I'll use my paper driving license and have loads of arguments with shops who claim it's not valid form of ID. Oh, yes, it is. Sam said, I have a bank account in a different name. Yeah, in all honesty, Sam, it's a slight nightmare. If you lived close enough to me, I would do it for you because, it's perfectly fine to do that over here because I'd just be buying it for myself and then, giving it to you. Yeah. As long as you have face wear, they don't ask. Right? Well, the truth is, yeah, when you're at the door, it's pretty fucking obvious who's over 18 and who ain't. It was a stupid law to bring in the first place. Oh, let's bring in a law. So if you buy knives, you have to show ID at the door. Well, I don't, there's a lot of issues with that. The fucking postman does not know what's in the fucking package for a start anyway. Because in all honesty, the reason this got left on my doorstep is because they didn't know what was in it. They're not going to ask you for ID if they don't. No cunt's going to write great big fucking knife on the packet. You know what I mean? Right, if this is stuttering a bit, I'm just getting a little thing up here saying the internet's a bit playing off it. I don't know why. I'm on the fucking wire. Is it all right for you lot still? That's back now. And that law only came in because Amazon. It was Amazon's fault. Well, I say Amazon's fault. What the fuck are they supposed to do? Some kid, because the thing is, it's not Amazon's fault. In a way, it's not anyone's fault really. But yeah, some kid bought some knives off of Amazon, and because it never got found out till afterwards that he killed someone, you know. But it's not Amazon's fucking issue. Nick said, "Yeah, it's not like they're going to start demanding the posties. Are told what's in every single package." Exactly. Yeah, I'm sort of ranting for no reason, but you know what I mean. But yeah, you know, the postman don't know what's in it anyway, so how would he even know to ask you for ID? Yeah. Sam said, "I got bum fluff on my chin. If that's okay for ID." Can you just take a picture of yourself? Look, wouldn't it be more acceptable to just take a picture of yourself, maybe with maybe a piece of holding up a piece of paper with your address on it? Do you just try that, Sam? Send them a picture of you holding up a piece of paper with your address on it, what you want to order, and say, "This is me. Would this be a good enough form of ID?" And maybe hold a paper underneath it to prove the date. If I was selling stuff, I would accept that. Irishman said, "Can you not get an air rifle at a market nearby, Sam?" That's a good point, actually. Because the problem with me, I would. Well, I don't know. Saying that, someone said near us there are some, but that do. The one I normally go to ain't got fucking nothing like that. I think they've been one of the ones I go to. I think they've been told not to bring, like, you can't have any weapons in there because there's nothing at all. No knives, no pen knives, no nothing. I think one time I saw a little cookery knife that was about that big, completely covered in rust. Wouldn't have been worth about £2. Ollie said, "Those kids shanking in London have a lot to answer for." Right, Steve, how you doing, mate? Sam said, "No market near me. Got to travel miles to find one." Nick said to Irishman, "No chance these days. People have a shit fee if you try to sell an air rifle at a market or car boot or something." Yeah, I think it's quite rare, as you say, Nick. I don't think I've heard there's one near me that occasionally they do sell air rifles, but I've not been to it, so I don't know if people are just having me on, but I don't think they would be. But yeah, the other one I go to, nothing at all. You would not see a single weapon related thing in that whole entire car boot sale. Nothing at all. Not even fucking pen knives. Black said, "Do you know what, Sam? It might be worth some of the like the smaller websites. You know, you might be able to say to them, you know, I've got no ID. Could I possibly send you a picture of myself with a, you know, you got a bank statement, Sam, because that proves your address at least." You might be able to have a picture taken of your bank statement. You never know; they might accept it. Because as I say, I would accept it. You know, and some kind of proof that you're doing the order. You never know. Nick said, "I saw someone on Facebook round my way throwing a shit fit, because some guy was selling some Swiss Army pen knives in the car. But I know it's mental, isn't it? It's mad. It's a shame, really." Sam said, "Yeah, got a statement. Do you know what? It might work. It might be worth a go. What did you want to buy, Sam? Was it an air rifle?" It might be. You know what? It could be because, yeah. As long as you say I can show you my address. I can show you a picture of me. Because no kid's going to get their dad to stand up, you know, or whatever. You know what I mean? So those shanking kids in London need to be given spirographs. That would keep them occupied. It fucking would. And do you know what? There's actually a clip on YouTube, The Simpsons, saying that gang crime was, I can't remember if it was up or down. Gang crime was up due to kids not using spirographs. So the problem is, if they use spirographs, they're getting sent to the Spiroverse. But because they're not using Spiroverses, gang, more kids about to get put in gangs, you see. Sounds like just hunt rabbits. Yeah. It might work, I don't know, because they've got to understand that some people don't have any form of ID. It might be worth emailing one of them and saying, I can send you a picture of myself holding up a bank statement. With today's paper, just to prove it's today, whatever. I don't know. Nick said, if you want to buy an air rifle from a shop, you got no chance. There's no way a shop would risk their lives. I suppose actually that's a good point. Actually, yeah. No, I forget about things like that, Nick. 'Cause I'm thinking, I forget that they need licenses to do that kind of shit. Yeah. Yeah, good point, actually. Trying to think anywhere else you might be able to get one apart from what was it someone said but second-hand place. MeWe. Nick. So I use a site called MeWe. It's the only site in the UK that allows you to buy and sell stuff like that second-hand. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Irishman had to come up with the most obvious fucking thing going. Sam, go to a gun shop and look at some. Go back several times and chat with the guy behind the counter. Then after a few times, pick one to buy. And they'll be so desperate to sell it by then. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Might be worth it if he's got any near him. Because remember, not just gun shops. You get like a lot of fishing tackle shops will sell air rifles. Yeah, a lot of fishing shops sell air rifles, don't they? Oh, Henry Crank. I know Henry Crank. I've got the Henry Crank catalogue in my loft. It's about that thick. And it cost me fucking £5. I had to buy it. The only fucking company I know that makes you buy their catalogue. Henry Crank. I remember Henry Crank. Yeah. Henry Crank. Yeah, they would have some. Fucking old Henry Crank. Yeah, I forgot about that. Have a look, see if they got air rifles in there. Guns. Air guns. Yeah, they've got BSA Super Sport 177, BSA Lightning 177 22s. Some of them out of stock, but yeah. That'd be your best bet, Sam. Go in there. Right, where am I? Blackson. Apparently, Spyros contain some uber chemical which can heat up to 5,000 Celsius degrees. Well, spirographs. As in spirographs. As in. Look at me, tempting fate. I keep one of these fuckers in my fucking drawer, mate. I'm so daring, I'm going to rub it near my penis. The crinkle cut cock for me, man. I'm prepared anyway. I got one of these on. There you go. That was Sam. Just explain to them about having no ID, but you're willing to show them your bank account, etc. Sydney, how you doing, mate? Yeah, I think your 100% best bet ever, Sam, would be going into Henry Cranks and do a combination of what Irishman said and what Tactical said. Yeah. Sydney said, are Umarex Glocks any good? I'm not sure, but the Umarex stuff I've had was always all right. Yeah, I think it's all right stuff. Blacks, I have no idea what you're on about, and I've even seen Breaking Bad. Irishman says the 2-2 has a bit of a bang, but 177 is very quiet. Yeah, I think that's your best bet, Sam. Gunshot. Yeah, they see who you are. They can, charm them a bit. That all goes down. Because I don't know about nowadays, but I don't think you used to have to show it in a shop because obviously you're pretty much obvious over the age, aren't you? You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's the way to go. That's it. If you ever want a crossbow, Sam, give us a shout. Merchandise is for sale, by the way. Got stickers, got mugs, t-shirts, pint glasses, fucking hoodies with this person's face on.
That's what we call diarrhea.
Yeah, thank you for the link, shares it. Yeah, and the link is in the description or in the chat when Nightbot pops it up. Nightbot should pop it up in a minute. Honestly, Arcot's brilliant. Yeah, pretty much. Depends, doesn't it? Sydney said that new Bowie knife you've made reminds you of what? Come on, you got the rest of a comment to put on. Reminds me of Mole Man on the why Mole Man? Why Mole Man? Fuck's sake! Is there a scene of Mole Man with a fucking machete or something? Bowie knife. Look, there is, yes. I just looked that up. Yes. Don't be saying I look like Mole Man, though. Luckily, he said it reminds you of Mole Man. Fuck's sake, yes, he says it. This is a knife.
I don't care how this looks, okay? We gotta do.
Hang on, let's play this little clip, shall we? May get a copyright for it, but who cares?
I say put your beer on a coaster, I need it. You call that a knife? This is a knife. Ooh, down I go.
Fuck's sake. There you go. Nice, I like that. Nick said, I think there's an episode where Mole Man has a cutlass or something. There you go. I just showed it. Yeah. Oh, I know what you're on about, Blex. You're on about the fucking Etch-a-Sketch, aren't you? You're on about the powder in an Etch-a-Sketch. Yeah, I get you now. Yeah, you're on about the powder in an Etch-a-Sketch. It must be because Thermite, isn't that basically that's a mixture of basically, put it in the basic way, it's aluminium powder and essentially rust powder, isn't it? Thermite. You mix those two together and burn it, and then it, yeah, yeah. So that must be aluminium powder in a Etch a Sketch. I forgot what the fuck it was called myself then. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about now. Iron shavings. That's it. Yeah, yeah. Is it iron shavings? I thought it was aluminium shave. I thought it was aluminium powder and basically rust essentially. But yeah. But yeah, it's some kind of silver metal and a rusty type thing. Yeah, thermites have diverse compositions. Fuels include aluminium, magnesium, titanium, zinc, silicon, boron. Aluminium is common because of its high boiling point and low cost. Oxidizers include bismuth, boron, silicone, chromium, magnesium, iron oxide, which would be rust, copper oxide, and lead oxide. Yeah. I only know that from watching, I think it was Mythbusters, I think. That you can do it from basically different things, as Nick said, iron shavings. But yeah, you can do it from essentially rust, powdered rust, and aluminium powder. But there's nothing sort of, you know, it's just a thing that you heat and then it melts very fucking high. It's not like it's not like gunpowder or anything. You know what I mean? Dad said, Blacks, I couldn't watch Breaking Bad. The fella in it used to be the father in Malcolm in the Middle. Don't think I could ever take him seriously in a serious role. Do you know what? I thought the same thing. Because, in fact, I liked him as... is it Hal in Malcolm in the Middle? It's the dad Hal. He was fucking excellent in that. Or is he Hal in Breaking Bad? No, it's Walt in Breaking Bad. But yeah, I really liked Malcolm. Malcolm in the Middle was actually really fucking good. Dad said, roses are red, lemon is taught, WeaponCollector could use some support. He certainly fucking could. I was fucking, yes, very much. If you would like to support me, this is how. Black said never watched Malcolm in the Middle, so I had no problem. Smiley said Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was good. It was weird though, because the problem with Walter White is it could have stopped. Like, obviously, it's a fucking TV program, but he could have nearly everything he did, all the deaths he caused, was all totally off his own back and done through his own greediness, essentially. I think that's part of it. Nearly every death in it could have been avoided if he'd have just stopped doing what he was doing. Even, you know, I nearly said a spoiler then, but yeah. Sydney said Tuco scared the shit out of me in Breaking Bad. Yeah, he was a good character. He was very fucking, sort of threatening, sort of freak show. Yeah, he was good. Owen said, anyone know where to find Jaxie bolts? I think he stopped selling them, hasn't he? Owen, if you look up, what's it called? Look up on Facebook a place called Custom Pistol Bolts. Let me look it up quickly. I'll get you a link for it. Custom Pistol Bolts, right? There it is. Go and send this bloke a message, and he might be able to make you some. Nick said it's definitely part of it. In the beginning, he's doing it because he wanted the money for his family, but soon after, he just did it because he liked the power. Exactly, and he's not a nice bloke, is he? But you know, he's very selfish, and he's prepared to let people die for stuff that he never needed, and could have done things completely differently. Yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of needless deaths, but I suppose that is part of it, isn't it? But I never massively found him a massively likable character because, you know, because all of it could have been avoided, all the deaths. You know, there's really, but that's the point of it. There's bits where he essentially lets someone die of drug overdose just because he wants the other person to work with him. Terrible, isn't it, really? But, you know, yeah. But I know a lot of people who really, 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 really liked Walter White, but I never really did. I thought it was a bit of a cunt, really. But it was still a good program. But I never really rooted for him. You try that, Owen. If he's still making bolts, he'll be able to make you some. Have you looked on there? These are the kind of bolts. What do you want it for? But yeah, the bolts that you may have to do a little bit of modding to your crossbow. You have to lift up the you watch his videos, you'll find out anyway. Like I said, yeah, Breaking Bad was somewhat dead plot wise pretty soon, but they made a hell of a job out of it. Taxwood Gomez, Wednesday, Festa, and Lurch. Don't forget to buy WeaponCollector merch. Fuck's sake. Oliver said the Breaking Bad movie spin-off El Camino got bad reviews. I've not seen that, but I will watch that one day. El Camino. Yeah, greed, exactly. Yeah, greed and ego. Zed said buying Jaxie bolts are okay, but make sure you don't buy Jaxie bolts by mistake. You might not like what you receive. Yes, there's literally some bolts that go up your ass. I never got into Breaking Bad, but Bryan Cranston was in a very good movie a few years ago called The Infiltrator. He's a good actor, and in Malcolm in the Middle, he was fucking excellent. He's very good comedic actor. And he's good in Breaking Bad. It's just I think Breaking Bad's one of those that different people can take different things away from it. You know what I mean? You can see it in different light. Some people really, really, really liked Walter White and totally agreed with everything he did. I didn't, you know. But I didn't dislike him, but I never really rooted for him because a lot of it was greed, and he causes a lot of people's deaths that never had to be done ever from nearly the very first. I don't know about the first episode because I can't remember at what point the main issue comes about, but pretty much from the very beginning, when he knows what's happened to him, if he just wanted to, if he wanted to accept something from someone else, none of it would have happened. But he wouldn't. I mean, Dad said, "What? That was a good one." Fuck's sake. You know, I've not seen Barfly. That's Mickey Rourke, isn't it? I think is that the Mickey Rourke film. I had that downloaded years ago. Never got around to watching it. I'm gonna see. Let me go on eBay, and I'm gonna bookmark. I'm gonna put it in my wish list if I can get it for like £1.50 or something. I'll just rip Barfly instead of eBay. I'll put it in my wish list. What a cunt. Do you know the shit? I'd never buy that. Do you know, that must be hard to get then. There's no DVD of that on eBay at all, apart from a German import or a US import. And the cheapest one is 11 quid. But no, I've always wanted to watch Barfly. I never got around to watching it. Oliver, it never came up, mate. You're all right. Your email never came up. It's only shown for you, so don't worry about that. if you accidentally put an email on, it never came up. The last comment you put was the Breaking Bad one, and then you were oops typo, and it never. What happened? I thank you. Let's not forget about those places, and yeah, you watching things on YouTube. Let me just quickly look. I'll bookmark that on here. Oh yeah, Barfly, 1987 full movie. All right, nice one. I might even watch that tonight. You know, see what quality that is. You know, that looks all right. I might watch that tonight. All right, let me just put that in my films playlist. There you go, got it. Cheers. Yeah, Ollie, you're all right. Links that because it would have like .com or whatever, it gets classed as a link, so it wouldn't show for you. Foxy said, "Hey, Mike, end of the month, I'm going to buy some of your stuff from." Oh, thank you, Foxy. I appreciate that. What are you going to get? Do you know, or just sort of still thinking about it? If you wanted a specific thing, say if you look on there and you think, oh, I would want a ladies' t-shirt, or do they do leggings and stuff like that? I can add products. If you said I wanted leggings, say, not just leggings, but you know what I mean, it's anything I think of, or a bag or a cap. If you said, oh, I wouldn't mind a cap with the logo from that one on, I could just make that in half an hour. It don't take no time. I'll tell you some of the stuff they've got on there. Because there is quite a lot of stuff, but I don't do all of it. You can even get kids' clothes on there. Right, create. So I'll tell you some of the products you can get. So can you do all products? Right, so there's loads of t-shirts, jumpers, hoodies, mugs, glasses, posters, stickers, phone cases, crop hoodies, backpacks, wine tumblers, AirPod cases, grip rings for your phone, loads and loads of different kinds of t-shirts, vests, you know, like what they call, wife beater vest type things, jogging bottoms, socks, different t-shirts, unisex t-shirts, team jerseys, bike shorts, leggings, all over women's sports bras, women's crop t-shirts, organic tote bag. I could even make you an NTF if you want, but I don't know how to do it. Canvas prints, posters, wall tapestries, wine tumblers, stainless tumbler, stainless water bottle, pint glass mugs, pillows, fleece blankets, beach towels, shower curtains, neck gaiters, face masks, bucket hats, caps, woolly hats like beanies, all different phone cases, backpacks, duffel bags, bum bags, fucking loads of shit. That's not even all of it. But yeah, there you go. Thought I'd tell you some of them. But if there was something there and you thought, oh, you know, they ain't got what I want. Luckily, Foxy, I've got all of those on there already. But if you go on there and you think, oh, I want a t-shirt, but with different design, I can put a different design on, you know, because I think some of it's. Let me look quickly. But most of my stuff, the designs will be on everything. You know what I mean? But thank you for that, folks. I appreciate that because that does help. Tactical said to Foxy, "Get Sam to email Mike and ask him to forward it to me, and I'll send you them." What's that? But yeah, if you want a ebooks. All right, yeah, nice one. Yeah, if you don't know my email, don't you? Sydney said, walk into an office with a weapon tote bag, yeah, with that on it. You don't have to have that on. You don't have to have that. You can have that. You can have that on there. A couple of other logos. But yeah, Foxy, I've got all them on there. Cup, t-shirt, face mask. They're on there. They're on there. But I can change the design. If you think, oh, I don't know if I want that design, I want this design, I can put a, you know. But most of my stuff's got all of the different designs on anyway. You know what? I sorted some leggings out tonight. Where would it be? I'll have to think where to put the logo on it. I'll have to look at some. See where it'd be best to put it. Nice ones. Yeah, oh yeah, you have got my email, Sam. I remember now. Yeah. Send me an email then, Sam or Foxy, and then I'll pass that on to Tactical and he'll share with you these ebooks he was on about. But yeah, I can the good thing with that Teespring is to do the designs, it's really easy. So yeah, I was thinking that, folks. He said on the bum. I was thinking that. On its cheek, maybe. The design, it's got its own sort of thing. So you just go on there and it'll come up with a t-shirt, and then you just pick your picture, put it on, and as long as you've got all your pictures already made with transparent backgrounds, it's really easy to do. In fact, the thing that takes the bloody longest is messing around doing the prices and putting the descriptions on it. That said, I want a G-string with W's those face on the pouch. Luckily, or unlucky for you, they don't do those. Where am I? Dad said to Irishman, I can't really be asked, to be honest. E-movies are just as good, and solar movies. I forgot about solar movies. David said, would my dog catch a crossbow bolt? Say hi to Dougie. Hello, Dougie. Hello, Dougie. Would my dog catch a crossbow bolt? I don't know what you mean by that. I know. What do you mean? Like if you shot it in the air, could it catch it in the air? Might be able to. Betsy, you thought about getting a forge? Not really. It's the problem for me with a forge is having to run it. Sam, let me just look on my emails. I've probably still got yours, but let me just check. Hello, Dougie G. How are you? Right, where the fuck am I? We'll sort it out, Sam. I'll have a look tonight. But you know my email. I'll put it on here in a second. Right, yeah, I'll put it in the chat. Hang on, put exclamation mark email. That'll make it pop up. I'll leave it on for a little bit and then I'll delete it. Because lately, every time I put my email on, I start getting weird fucking spam. I've got one there already. Yeah, I'm going to delete that one because I know that's bollocks. Right, see Nightbot there, Sam. It's just popped it up. Every fucking Saturday, Friday, I get some fake fucking PayPal email. I fully understand, Dad. I'm just making you aware in case you find yourself in a survival situation and need alternatives. No, it's running it. That's the problem, Blex. It's you know, no matter what it is, I would struggle to run it. You know, thank you, Sam. Right, I'll delete that now. The fuck? I can't delete that. Don't matter anyway. Go to channel, pin message, report, put user in timeout, hide user on channel. That's weird. It's fucking bizarre. Oh, well, it don't matter anyway. Yeah, I can't delete that comment. Go to channel, pin message, report, put user in timeout, hide user on this channel, remove moderator. Don't even give me the option to fucking remove it. Where's another moderator? Any moderators on tonight? I think the only one that Rich was on earlier. Rich, are you still on? I just want. Can you put a comment on, Rich? I just want to see if I could delete your comments. That's bizarre. Yeah, no, don't matter. You know, I'm always showing my email. I couldn't care less. It's just I get sick of the fucking spam I get sometimes, but it's not an issue. All of a sudden, I've got a fake PayMail emails too. My account has been suspended. Yada yada. Yeah. Do you know what my one is? They keep saying someone has sent you 100 quid. Click this link to accept it. Well, I know for a fact that fucking 2 issues with that. One is the PayPal email's wrong for a start. That from actual PayPal, the thing they've sent it to is not my PayPal address either. And yeah, that's the 2 things I think. I think there was another one, but I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, Tatch, I'll make you a moderator for 2 seconds. Right, put a comment on quickly. Better be quick though. I'm going to remove the mod shit before you've even written it. Give you a countdown quickly.
Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Lucky bastard.
You being sarcastic or something like that?
Theroux, you should never mix your drinks.
What, are you retarded? We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny Cameron. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck, oh fuck, I've said shit.
That's your ass. Get a WeaponCollector ass. I could knock him out in the shed. Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you are here?
So you couldn't delete it either, Tactical. You couldn't delete it either. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? That you can't delete Nightbot. Very bizarre. Yeah, because I wanted you to put one. See if I could delete yours. I could delete yours. Oh, Owen said, "Cheers, mate. Just did the anti-dry fire mod on my Horizon." Ah, nice one. Yeah, yeah. You need to do the anti-dry fire thing, and yeah, there's a couple of little things you have to do to your crossbow, but you can shoot nice big bolts that you can put broadheads on. I wonder what Slingshot's doing tonight. Slingshot, come on, come on.
Yeah. Look at that, it just knocked the dirt off.
I think I'll email him tonight. That's anti-dry fire, my love. Actually, I probably won't watch Barfly tonight. That might be a little bit too tempting. Even though I ain't going to booze anyway, so I might save it. I have not watched Tetsuo the Iron Man, whatever it's called. No, I've not seen that. I do want to watch that one day, though. Mother tonight, my crossbow comes soon. It says on demand, 7 to 10 days. Yeah, you're doing good with Hettiller, aren't you? That's coming nice and quick for you. I'm glad you found that, because that's a good thing for you. Sausages said, "Can you take on Mike Hawk?" No.
What, are you retarded?
Tata, screw it. Going to be a drunk one later. Nick said maybe he's been on the corned beef stir fry. Maybe. I still need to do a little. I need to do a new clip of that where it just says I'm doing some cooking. Show the corned beef shit on a plate and then cut to the diarrhea bit in one go. Sam said, I remember Soda Stream. Fucking hated them. Singh said, have you seen Stakeland? Stakeland, is it? Yes. I've not seen Stakelander, but Stakeland, yeah. I'm assuming you're saying Stakeland, aren't you? Oh, no, Stakelander. No, I've not. What? No, I've not. I've seen Stakeland. I've not seen Stakelander. Is that a second one then? I've not seen that. No, I've seen Stakeland. Let me check that's not the same. Yeah, Stakeland is 20. Yeah, oh, nice one, Sing. No. Oh, you know what? When's that on? If that's on late enough, I might be able to watch that and catch up. Yeah, I like Stakeland. That's good. Stakeland's a good film. So I imagine Stakelander or Stakeland 2, it's probably pretty good, Sing. So what, you coming on after Tactical? I'll come on and abuse you for a bit in the chat. Make sure before this ends that you give yourself a little bit of an advertisement, though, so people come over. I'll even share the link to your channel. Let me get your channel up now. You don't mind me doing that, do you? But because obviously, if I mention on it here, we get some more people on. Zed said, have you watched Werewolves Within Us yet? No, I didn't know where to watch that one, Zed, because I think you only mentioned that last night, didn't you? No, to be honest, I didn't have a clue where to even watch that one. Black said, I watched Highlander the other day. What, the first time you ever seen it? Highlander's pretty good. I like that. Singh said, yeah, part 2 was on the Horror Channel premiere a couple of days ago. All right. Yeah, I remember watching Stakeland and really enjoying it. I watched it ages ago, but I did enjoy it. Weirdly enough, I was on a bloke called Home of Horror channel. I don't know if you lot, can you not remember Knife Monkey? Used to do knife reviews, and then he stopped. And then he did a new channel called Home of Horror, where he does reviews and that of horror films. And he was doing a top 10 vampire films, and I recommended to him Vamp. No, Stakeland he knew about. I said I liked Stakeland, but he had Stakeland on his shelf. What was the other ones? Near Dark. Yeah, Stakeland's good. Black said, did you know that Kurgan didn't get any payment for that movie? What, Highlander or Gundown says you need silver tipped arrows. Yeah, exactly. Nick says, speaking of iPlayer, I was watching one of Louis Theroux's new documentary the other day. Got about 10 minutes in till a guy was saying women shouldn't be able to vote, and I couldn't be bothered anymore. I've seen that one. I watched that one, yeah, and it kept making me think of someone we knew. In fact, it kept making me think of a couple of people I know on YouTube. Yeah. And I know for a fact that the person I'm talking about watches that bloke who was saying that shit. I know exactly what you're on about, Nick. Yeah, kept making me think of someone I know.
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
This might have been more relevant, though.
Yeah. Look at that. It just knocked the dirt off.
Yeah, I can't wait. Let's give Tactical some abuse tonight. Yeah, when it's time, Tactical, I'll share your channel. Don't forget. Number 4 said, wait, women can vote. And he said that fucking bloke is insufferable. Funny, I actually watched the whole episode, and I I can understand why people wouldn't watch it though. Yeah, Theroux stuff can be quite good. I don't mind Theroux, but I know what you mean. You can't be asked to watch that shit. Not because of Theroux, but because of the people he's talking to. Are so fucking retarded. It's oh, it's on Netflix. Oh, sorry, Zed. You may have actually said that the other day, Zed. Yesterday, even about it being on Netflix. Right. What was it called? Let me look. Werewolves Within Us. All right, I'll write that down. Yeah, sorry about that, Zed. On Netflix, I'll write down after, because otherwise I'll think the same shit again. Oh, where is it? Sam said, I got all the Highlander films and said, have you? Yeah, I quite like Highlander. I've not seen all of them, though. I've not seen all the series. But they used to show, I think they used to show the series on the Horror Channel, didn't they? Or Bravo, maybe. I don't know. Tactical said, feel free. My skin is thicker than two rhinos standing on top of each other. Next to each other. Yeah, there you go. And so what we'll do, before I end this, which will be another 40 minutes yet or more, I'll put a link on to yours so people can follow us over there if you want. So after this, if you're up for it, we'll go over to tactical live stream for a bit, and we go over there, and then you lot can see how I act when I'm in the comments. Nick said, yeah, I usually love Louis stuff. Says a lot that I could get through the one he did on Nonces years ago, but not the new one. Watch the second episode; it's a bit better, although not really. It's not a good topic, but at least the people he's talking to are a bit more easier to watch, and that's porn stars. The actual topic is not very nice. So it's about like I think it was like sexual assault in the workplace in the porn industry, essentially. Zed said the thing about werewolves having to be killed with silver came from the French beast of Gévaudan. Apparently, the fellow who killed it, if he did, used silver books. Oh, I get you. Yeah, a lot of those myths are sort of some bollocks from something else, aren't they? It becomes just one little thing that seeds it into something else. Before then, there was no mention of silver books. I think it's the same with the werewolf stuff. Not werewolf stuff, vampire stuff. Sorry, because you're on about werewolves now. A lot of that was you look back in history, a lot of the popular things weren't used, and there's a lot of random stuff like nails and iron nails. And number 4 said, is he the guy that did an episode of the Westboro Church? He did, yes, that's him. Yeah, a lot of people don't like Theroux, but I think his stuff's quite good because he just lets the people sort of do the talking, if you know what I mean. Like, I've heard people say that Theroux is confrontational. He's not confrontational in the fucking slightest. He just asks a question and then lets people do most of the talking themselves. So if they want to claim they look like nutters afterwards, they've done it themselves. He hasn't misrepresented people. He normally just asks a question and then lets them get on with it. And if they look like a nutter, it's because they are fucking nutters. Not on about anything specific there, but I've heard like complaints where people go on about shit with Theroux, and it's not. I don't think it's true. Oh yeah, Tactical mentioned the Westboro one as well. Yeah. That said Theroux is part of the game. Well, exactly. Yeah. Sam said, has anyone seen Yellowstone? I've not seen that, no. Oliver said he pissed off Jimmy Savile a few times with his personal questions. Yeah, Jimmy Savile was a very, very strange one because he was very guarded, but then would say a lot of weird random shit that incriminated him in a way, but not. And then when he thought Theroux was asleep, came out of a load of really fucking like dodgy shit to the producer. Zed said the original vampire didn't turn into bats. Think Nosferatu. Yeah, there you go. Seeing that some real life vampire skeletons were found buried somewhere on the Discovery Channel. Can't remember what the program's name. But yeah, I know they used to do something with iron nails. They used to like hammer iron nails into, you know, if they thought it was a vampire, hammer iron nails into either their heart or their head or some shit. I don't know. Can't remember now. But when I made both of my vampire kits, I did an old style vampire hunting kit for a video, and I did a modern one. But for the old one, I looked up a load of the old traditional stuff, and that's why mine has stuff like iron nails in it, because they did used to think iron nails was a way to deal with vampires. So it's gone quiet again. I was reading through the comments. Yeah, Vlad the Impaler, exactly. I was looking up. Oh, it's good. I was talking to that bloke about vampire films. Yeah, Daryl. I was talking to Daryl from Home of Horror, who used to be called Nice Monkey. Some of you lot would remember Nice Monkey. He was quite popular. English bloke doing knife reviews. Then he stopped. Zed said to sing out the vampire thing, they found some coffins with claw marks when they opened them. Plus, a certain point during the modification, the gums recede, making the teeth stick out more. Oh, I get you. Yeah. That said, I'm currently reading Irish mythology again on Foon, then, rhymes with tune at the moment. Love that stuff. Yeah, Nice. I think you would know Nice. Let me get Nice Monkey's channel up. Some of you lot would definitely remember him. He had he was really good at doing reviews. He did some proper decent knife reviews, but I think he had a couple of issues with knives, and it sort of put him off, I think. Yeah. You want to click it and have a quick look. But he was a good bloke. I was talking to him quite a lot, but now he does a channel called Home of Horror. Oh, fucking, that's the wrong thing. Searched on Google.
The inspiration for a lot of my movies sometimes just the
Oh, Edgar Wright talking. There you go, Home of Horror. This is his channel now. Singh said, yeah, that's what it was, the elongated teeth. James said, vampires are alive and well. They have a church in every city. It's called the Job Centre. Fuck's sake. Yeah, check that out, Nick, if you can. You might, if that's what you meant. Unless you was talking about something else. That's been happening a lot lately. People have been answering things, and they're talking about something I spoke about a couple of minutes ago. Might do some bottle cutting tomorrow, maybe. So yeah, I know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Maybe some bottle cutting. I got to go in the shed, make some bodkin tips to sell. It'll be a film day for me tomorrow. So I was going to watch films today, but I never got around to it. Number 4 said, I wonder if a silver bullet would even work. Yeah, not sure. I'm unaware really how like dense and heavy like silver really is. I don't know. Nick said, yeah, I swear I remember watching a couple of his videos on the Lancey World League. You probably did. He had a good channel. I don't know 100% what happened, but I think what happened was he imported a couple of knives that were totally legal, but customs sent him a couple of messages, emails saying, you're importing stuff that's illegal when he wasn't. And I think it just put him off doing it because he didn't want to, they probably sent him a threatening fucking letter saying we're going to send the police around your house or something. And then I think he spoke to his missus about it and he decided not to do the knife stuff anymore. And I may be completely wrong about that, but that's what I gathered from some of his video he mentioned it in. I don't know. Adam said, hey, buddy, just bought a Cobra Adder. And they're good. They're good. You make sure you use the proper EK archery bolts, though. I've got a video on the Cobra Adder that I put on about 2 days ago if you want to watch it. Yeah, I put it on the 6th, so about a week ago now. I tested the Cobra Adder if you want to watch that. Black said, your hair grows really fast. What, mine or when people are dead? You mean? I don't know. I think mine does grow quite fast, though. That said, but cheers, mate. Always good to get the right pronunciation. Oh, from Irishman. James said, we need a live watch party for some old horror movies on YouTube. Plenty of old Hammer horror floating about. I've been thinking about doing that because I could do it on here with the like this. Let me just show you quickly. So I could do it like this. Let's see who's uploaded a video. I'm going to put one of you lot's videos on. Let's see who's in the chat. And I'll put one of their videos on. First one that comes up who's in the chat. All right. Where is he? Fucking scroll down about a fucking hour. No one's on. No one's. Where's Sam's latest video? Yeah, well, let's put GMMs on anyway. Right, so I could do it like this. So if it's on YouTube, I could, what we could do it on here, watch a film on here, and I would do screen share. And we could do it like this, so that I'm down the side.
Little update, number 3.
And you could do...
I've been busy with the Dremel and the sander. As you can see, I've taken...
And we could watch a film with reactions. Yeah, you can change it a little bit.
With the coarse saber tooth bit on the Dremel. Use that to take a lot of material off and kind of cut that bit.
You get the drift. Yeah, I could, and I've been thinking about it, just ain't got around to doing it yet. Oh, you did mean mine. Yeah, my hair does grow quickly, Blex. It's fucking annoying. I wish it didn't. I have to cut mine quite often. Really annoying. How about that for a random comment? Yeah. Nick said ridiculous, really, isn't it? Can't just let people enjoy a hobby. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I thought it was a massive shame, but I can understand it. If he's getting threatening letters from, customs saying they're going to send the police around his house, it could put people off because you could have your name in the paper, lose your job. That could really affect people. And he wasn't, and the thing is, he never bought anything illegal. It was just that fucking bollocks where they start that shit. What they do now, trying to say, you're doing shit's legal when it's not. Oh, Adamson made me actually buy it. Oh, nice one. Nice one. Oh, was that you were saying the other day that you were going to get one? Nick said you can do a proper film watch parties on Twitch, but both the streamers and viewers have to have Amazon Prime. Right. How would you do that then? How'd you do it on there? I would probably end up doing it on here just for ease. You know what I mean? But I know what you mean. James said we need a Facebook group with a poll so we can choose the film and the day. Well, you can do polls on you can do polls on YouTube. I got one on my community tab right now. Let's go. Actually, now you've reminded me. I want to see what the results of that poll were. So I've got a poll on my how do you actually go to it? Would that do it? No. I got a poll on my community tab anyway. So it said, did you see my latest Cobra Adder crossbow test video I uploaded on the 9th of March? And it was, yes, I watched it, commented and was notified. Yes, I watched it and commented, but was not notified. No, I didn't know there was a Cobra Adder video. And then, no, I did see there was a Cobra Adder. No, but I did see there was a Cobra Adder video. The highest thing, so the highest voted for thing is, no, I didn't know there was a new Cobra Adder video. Which I fucking knew that anyway. That's why I did the poll, but... Now, if I ever did the if I ever did a film watch along thing, it would be on here because it would be the absolute easiest way to do it. There'd be no one would have any issues because you can already all watch this anyway. And if the films are copyright free on YouTube, we'd have no issues. It's the easiest way to do it. There's loads of ways you can do these things, but it's easier to do it on here, really. BFF squad, how are you? Favorite color? I don't know. Black, if it's a color. I'll tell you what. I don't have a favorite color, but I like any really, really bright, neonish kind of colors. You know what I mean? I went to local charity shop during the week to see if they had any interesting books. I actually got Talhoffer's Medieval Combat for €1.50. Scholar Galator is always going on about Talhoffer. Right, nice one. Yeah, I like any color if it's really, really bright, like bright neon type. You know, really fucking bright colors. I like. Jensen Tactical has a poll for Pat Butcher. But now, if I did a watch along, it'd be exactly how I showed you. It'd be like that. It'd be the easiest way to do it, really. Because I've thought about doing it loads of ways, but for me and you, because that's the issue, it's because I thought about doing it. We all watch the same thing on iPlayer and all that shit. It's all too much bother for it's all just too much bother. The easiest way to do it would be on here, on StreamYard, on YouTube. It'd just be the easiest way to do it. No one's got to do anything other than what you would do anyway. Right, where am I? Funko to check out the video Tasties. He does watch alongs with guests. All right. Let me look at that. You'd have to. What's the actual channel? Is it just Tasties? Probably you put that in, nothing comes up. Like just a million different things come up, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can't find it. Oh, I did see that one pop up. All right, I'll check that out later. See what he does. Adam said just didn't want to show up with a knife in a gunfight. James said, Mike, sort out a poll tomorrow so we can vote. Let's do old vampire movies on YouTube so we can all get it and choose a date. I don't know nothing about Harry Potter. I've never read Harry Potter or watched any of the Harry Potter stuff. I know who Harry Potter is. Adam said, nice to be in a chat about Yank accents. There's sometimes some Americans on, but yeah. Yeah, I see it black and white with VHS. I've got it. I've got the channel open. So he's done a 400 thanks to all that sub. No retreat, no surrender. Watch party promo. Atmosphere VHS board game live play promo. Yeah, I'll watch them. I'll check one out, see what he does. But yeah. The issue with why I have to be careful, it's got to be copyright free stuff. I've got to be careful because obviously I've got 35,000 subscribers and I would lose all my fucking income if I lost this channel. Everything. You know, because a lot of channels that say to me, do this, do that, do this. It's people with like 50 subscribers. You're not going to lose anything if you lose your channel. I will. Not saying anyone was saying that, but I've had a lot of people saying, oh yeah, do this thing, you know. Do this thing that could get your channel shut down, essentially. You know. Oh, yeah, no, there's always Americans in here. There's always Americans in here. James said, tactical fuzz Ian Beale gives him petrol money for journey home. Funky said, he's a canny lad. Get some weird guests on. Other times, he's got some canny lads on. All right, yeah, I'll check it out. The problem with my channel is I'll have people on here, but often I can't be... that sounds a bit weird. I can't be asked to talk to people unless I'm pissed. And also, a lot of people won't come on unless they're pissed either. But, and also if they're drunk, it has to be deleted. Yeah, I don't mind doing it. I'll look into it, but I've got to look into the films first. Funky said he's been booted twice off live and it comes up as pestering, but then with the copyright one he got it with he got banned for a week. In all honesty, if you got that many subs, it probably wouldn't chance an area. That's the issue. Oh yeah, James came. I know you come on sober, but I probably had to be pissed to have you on. I mean, James. Yeah, no, people come because Bob comes on sober. Quite a few people come on sober. Half time I have to be pissed to get people on. But yeah, I have to be a bit careful with some things because I don't want to risk it. If you've got less subscribers, you're not losing as much. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was a bit like when people mention, oh, get guns out on live streams and blah, blah, blah. But it's always someone who's got like 10 subscribers who says it, that they would do it. Yeah, well, you would do it. Because for a start, they've got, you know, most of the people who want you to do these dodgy things have no videos themselves. You know, the people who would do it, oh, I'd do it, have no videos themselves and nothing to lose. You know what I mean? Not saying anyone was doing that now, but just an example. But as James said, anyway, there's loads of old like Hammer horror films that you can watch, and a lot of them are quite good. And Night of the Living Dead. Night of the Living Dead is copyright free, isn't it? You can watch that online with no issues. There's the Hammer. There's quite a few old ones. Not horrors. Yeah. The only thing that always puts me off of old films, right? Westerns do it as well. Is Have you ever noticed in the older films, the blood is always a weird colour? It's almost orange. Black City's watched all the Hammer stuff. Oh, nice one. Yeah, the blood is often it's not very dark. It's good, you know, but I prefer like darker colour blood. Which sounds weird, doesn't it? But yeah, the blood is often almost orange, isn't it? And some of the old westerns have sort of almost orangey looking blood. Yeah, like too red, isn't it? It should be darker. Because what was I watching? That Big Jake had very orangey looking blood. And it was quite good. It was quite graphic, but it was just not quite the right colour. Yeah, I like westerns. I got a pile of westerns just there. Funko said, "Thing is, it's almost 11:45 here in the US." Hang on, it can't be in the US. Oh yeah, do you mean it's here in the US it's 6 p.m. Yeah. If a kid tunes in from the US and sees guns going off on nudity in films, they get a right to report. I suppose, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll have to look into it. I'll have a little think about it. But I don't think you'd probably have a major issue with that. Who knows though? I could always you know what I could do? I could make it over 18s only. You can do that. Although I would say most Hammer films PG anyway. They're horrors, but a lot of them are PGs, aren't they? I don't actually know. Or are they 18? I don't know. Listen, I grew up with Hammer horror films. My old man was a bit of a fan of the things. Tactical said, "Yes, I watched them. What your hands?" No, I suppose some of the Hammers are 18, don't they? Or 15, I'm not sure. Yeah, because actually saying that, didn't they often have like nudity in and that? I don't know. I'm not bothered by that. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, let's sort something out. Adam said, "Take it easy, brother. Thanks for the video. Professional and easy going. I was in Stafford's, left 8 years ago, and these times have brought me to good men like yourself. God save the Queen. Yeah, take care, mate. Good night. See you later. It's good having you on. Yeah, and I hope you enjoy your co-brother." Doctor said, "That's the end of WC's Hand Shanty Pod night stream then." Funko said, "Well, I'm demonetized. I'm completely demonetized. My whole channel's been demonetized. Anyway, so that's not an issue." Funko said, "You can also get demonetized as well for language violence. Honestly, mate, just have a good look into it before you go ahead. You've worked so hard to lose it all over a proxy 90-minute film." Exactly. But no, demonetized. I've been completely demonetized anyway, so that wouldn't be an issue. Tactical said, "Yeah, I think the first TV tits was on Hammer film." Nice. I always liked the slightly see-through night dresses in Hammer horrors. Yeah, we'll look into it. I'll look into it. See what issues there could be before I do it. But yeah. Because the thing is, you can show, you can show violent things and that on here to a degree. You know what I mean? Like film violence. All that's fine, isn't it? Like I said, you're demonetized champion. Let's get Flesh Gordon on. I don't want to lose the whole channel, but demonetized. I've been demonetized anyway. But right, we'll be going over to tacticals in a minute. Do you need 10 minutes to set up tactical, or are you going to be on straight away? Because I may need 10 minutes anyway, but don't matter. James said, Mike, realistic blood is made from syrup and food colour. In the old movies, use a 3M chemical called synthetic blood. It was easy to wash off the clothes when you had multiple costume changes. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, it was often a terrible colour, wasn't it? It's always put me off slightly. Always put me off some of the older films. The look of it didn't look right. Like you could see it was blood. I suppose because we've been spoiled. I suppose when those films came out, it probably looked good. You know, it was blood. You know, it was film blood. You know what I mean? But nowadays, you're used to seeing quite realistic looking blood. Yeah. 15 minutes. Yeah, all right. So I'll be on till 12. Yeah, I'll go off at 12, and then 15 minutes later, Tactical will be on. We'll go over there. Here's his channel now. If it's still it. No, bollocks. Yeah, here's Tactical's channel. Go and sub to him right now. You off, mother? Good night, mate. See you later. Singh said, can't you appeal against demonetization? I know the reason, but it's a bit unfair. Yeah, I'm going to try again soon. I might, because now I've got 35,000 subscribers. They might say, yeah, we give it back. But in all honesty, I get a lot more freedom not having it. But it would be nice to have some, money coming in from the videos, like a lot of people do. You know what I mean? But yeah, I might appeal it again. What I might do, I'm going to go through my whole entire channel, see if there's any videos that could be suspect, which are the ones where I was saying click the ads, not knowing that would be an issue. Get rid of all of them or hide them all. Probably delete them because they'll all be old as fuck anyway, over 10 years old. Get rid of them and then appeal it and say, look, there's no issues on my channel. Yeah, and then just monetize a couple of the videos that could be, the popular ones, because they're quite weird with what they let you monetize now. Well, they can be anyway. I know it's all these fucking great big gun channels have no fucking issues with it. And if someone like Liam gets fucking told left, right, and centre he can't have ads on things. I'll make great fake blood. The key is to add cornstarch to make the syrup and food colour nice and dark and less transparent. Yeah, that's the thing. It's often transparent and it's not like that. But the blood colour depends on the cut. Closer to the artery is more oxygen, hence darker. Dad said, Mike, once he's read the story, Tactical will probably ban me. The bit with, Strategic Buccaneer did make me laugh. I thought that was great. James said, Mike, have you considered getting sponsors and fuck the ad revenue? There's a lot of companies that would pay you to test and review equipment. Oh, I do get a little bit of sponsorship, but it can be few and far between. So some years I'll get a lot of it. I'll get quite a lot of stuff sent. And then I have, like the last 6 months, I've barely been sent anything. It would be good if there was a place, like a website, somewhere you could go and like request it, because there used to be a website where you used to be able to do that. But yeah, it's quite. I get a little bit of sponsorship, but not as much as I would like, if you know what I mean, because I would do it quite often. But yeah, it's few and far between. Sometimes you get, I sometimes get sent Olight flashlights that are worth 150 quid to review, and then nothing for 6 months. It's weird. Tatted, how many subs did you have when you got the strike money thing? Probably 2,000, something like that. Maybe only 1,000. I can't remember now. It wasn't a lot. Well, I haven't seen much of Mike's weapons and Mike's toys and tech. James said, Mike, there's an entire companies now who match YouTube with companies. Yeah, try because I'm pretty sure I'm on one of them. I'm pretty sure I'm on one, but I don't seem to get nothing out of it. Because the problem is I get offered a lot of weird shit that don't suit the channel. You know what I mean? I do get offered stuff quite often, but it's always weird, random crap that I can't fit in with the channel. It's impossible. Yeah, I'll get back on it. Tactical. I'll go through the whole channel because I don't have to go through the old videos. Then I could probably actually find the date I got demonetized and just go back from then. So it wouldn't be too difficult to do, to check the videos, check that they're all like perfectly acceptable, and then ask again. See Manscaped bollock trimmers sponsor. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll tell you some of the ones I get actually. Let me go and open my emails. I'll tell you a couple I've had. But the problem is, some of them I couldn't fit into the channel. I get a lot of weird software ones asking me if I want to do like a software thing. Magic's software. So it's like another fucking fake fucking PayPal thing. But yeah, the problem is I get offered a lot of weird shit that I can't. I'd struggle to fit in with the channel and actually sell anything. You know what I mean? Get it's and Sam's on the phone called Tactical. Number 4 said, "You really think you can appease a purple-haired libtard mod at YouTube? Who knows? Worth giving it a go, and I'll try. Probably not though." Go full blown George. He's a sellout, all right. Oh god! Tonight's live stream brought to you by Steve's Shovels and Brian's Broom Handles. Yeah, exactly. Fuck's sake. Yeah, but I normally get torch stuff. So not torch. You know, companies sending me torches. I ain't had none for ages. What's the other ones? That's about it really. Theroux, Olight, Wooben, and another one that I can't remember. Whatever the fuck this is. Cyansky. Is that no? That's the name of the torch, isn't it? Fire. Oh, I can't remember, but Humble Dryer. I don't know who that is. Yeah, I'll look into it. James Tactical has a torch. I think it's a torch. It was dark when he whipped it out. Humble said, "I believe you." Lol. Maybe it is me. You just don't know. Maybe it's just me. Right, I'm going to go off in 1 minute. Don't forget to go and visit Tactical's channel. And we'll go over there and abuse him for a couple of hours if he's up for it. Not really, but we'll go over and watch his channel. Let me check that's the right one. Yeah, it is. Hang on. Great money maker. Pitch the Spyroverse to Hasbro. You can imagine all the Spyrographs they'll sell on Halloween to those suckers, customers. You know, I've just seen myself getting sued, I think. I think there'll be some money going to someone. It won't be to me. Funko said, "Do you get sponsors trying to play one another off and threaten not to promote others?" No, I've never had that. Never had that. James, I'm going to make fun of him for sure. Right, I can't wait. Joking, Tactical. Right, so yeah, I'm going to be off. I might have a video on tomorrow. I'll have some in the week. I may do a late night live stream next Saturday. I'm not 100% sure yet. I may just leave it, but I'll be on next weekend anyway. So yeah, give it 15 minutes and tactical should be on, and I'll be on there as well. Right, so cheers for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll see you on tacticals in a bit. See you later. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it. Good night. Oh, Sam, I saw your email, so I'll sort that out in a minute. Good night, everyone. See you later.